Hey there, and welcome to another episode of the Knights of the Old Republic playthrough. I hope you're excited because we are on the Leviathan and about to partake in the most epic journey of our lives to get off of this damn ship. So we have our main characters back, we got all the important people in the party, and it's time to have a rumble with these Sith soldiers. Let's take a gander out this hallway, head into this open area, and see how many of these bad boys challenge us before they just give up and realize there's no way in hell they could beat me. So we're on the Leviathan. It is a massive ship owned by the Sith, and it's also a fairly straightforward dungeon, at least, I think. I've never really gotten lost in the Leviathan. I do think that the enemies do spawn here, so Sith soldiers will just spawn and walk around constantly. You can't actually clear the entire thing. Excuse me. The Sith soldiers here are variants of what we've been seeing so far. One of the types is called a grenader. He'll throw grenades at you, and it would be dangerous to anyone except me, simply because my character is very strong for this moment. In fact, we are going to breeze through this area. Even when we get to the final boss of the area, it's going to be a total easy boss. I don't anticipate that having any trouble at all. We're going to have more trouble on Korriban than we're going to have in here, for sure. But that doesn't mean we can't enjoy the ride along the way. There's at least 50 more of these soldiers we're going to have to kill. So let's get on our ponies. Let's get on our flying motor scooters and think. And there's something I noticed about this place in particular, but I think this can apply to the rest of Knights of the Old Republic, and I think Knights of the Old Republic too. Maybe not Manan, actually. The doors are all just fat octagons. Yeah, if you take a look at every door, it's a circle with rounded corners, a square with rounded corners. It's just an octagon. The rounded corner is the area on the corners or whatever. But I think they do that so that you can recognize a door for what it is and not just something else. An example is, all in video games, usually doors that are on hinges on the left and right, they always open towards the room you're walking into. You can test this in like Fear or Resident Evil or something like that. Any sort of shooter game, when you have to open a door, the door always opens into the room you're walking. And that's just because it's a pain in the ass to be in a shooter first-person situation and have to open a door towards you, because then you have to press the door and then walk backwards. Recently, I guess, Battleground games don't have this stipulation. Like H1Z1 and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, they don't have this. You do. You have to press the door, open the use action button, and then move back just in case the door opens into you. And it's a pain in the butt, but in that case, it's a little bit different. It's not supposed to be smooth. In fact, there's definitely some lag when you press the door button and it doesn't open for like, 200 milliseconds. I always treated it as like RuneScape lag. You know how RuneScape, it runs at a tick rate of 3 ticks per second or something? My goodness, it's really slow, and they had to do that because they were originally running their game in a Java applet inside the browser. They don't do that anymore. They do that, actually. They still support that, but ever since Chrome disabled the use of Java applets inside Chrome, they've been moving towards a different solution, which isn't running it in a browser. They actually have a dedicated client now, which is great. They can up the graphics and all that, but they didn't up the tick rate because the game is basically designed around the fact that RuneScape's tick rate is so shitty. It just means that if you ever click a button or do anything that requires a network connection, the minimum amount of time required for it to register is the tick rate, which is 1/3 of a second, 333.33 repeating milliseconds. That's like a massive amount of lag if you were to treat that as just lag. And sometimes it's more. Sometimes you don't get in on that tick. because you click the button and then you're also experiencing lag. So you get extra time in addition to that. Oh, I guess I wasn't really paying attention. I was just running through mines, and my character is totally detonated the mine. Now, okay, let's get back to the game. I've been talking about something else for quite some time, although it was enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. This is the armory. There's a bunch of guns and weapons in here, and plate steel cylinders and all that garbage. I don't really need anything in here, except in the corner there is, or somewhere in here, is a spacesuit. And that is required to proceed with the mission. So let's go acquire that thing. There it is right there. Boop. It's almost exactly the same as the underwater suit from Manon. It also makes a great appearance in Knights of the Old Republic 2. In the very beginning, you need to use a spacesuit to get through the opening area. The tutorial area, as it were, which takes 2 hours to get through, my goodness. Then there's a bunch of armors and stuff in here. And now, Karth has a Davix battle armor, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But I think I may have picked up something better. Let's check the stats of Ruskies on these bad boys. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. What about this one? And okay, I think we have our armor choice. Let's go back to the one that looked good. Awesome. Nice, slick looking Karth armor. Not going to make too much of a difference, but you know, we can min-max whenever the time comes that we are allowed to do so. Okay, sorry about that. Got a Skype message. In previous episodes, people would definitely Skype me while I was playing, but right now I'm routing the Skype audio into a different audio source. That's just to make it so that I don't have these Skype notification sounds throughout the video, because my goodness, it was definitely freaking me out when I was watching all my recordings once more thus far, thinking I got a Skype message while I was watching it. And I can imagine that just being totally irritating. You got these goons in here who are totally susceptible to my stasis field because I have great force power usage right now. You can see like just the speed. Using force speed and stasis to hit 20 plus 4 or 5 times on one character is very strong. And on Korriban, there is a boss battle. It's not even a boss battle, it's like the battle before the boss battle is an engagement where you fight 2 Terran techs, which are those things on the in the Wookiee land. There's this like ritual beast or whatever that you have to kill. Well, you have to kill 2 of those without any of your party members, and it's just you. They are supposedly resistant to force powers, but I do not tolerate people being resistant to force powers. Okay, now we're gonna use our spacesuits. That will come when the time will come, and I'll show you how overpowered my character is. Temporarily. The only fight we're gonna have trouble with actually is the last fight in the game, which honestly I don't actually know how I'm gonna beat that fight at this point. It could be a complete disaster, but we're gonna get to that point very easily. So we'll just have to wait. Spacesuit walking, incredibly slow. Also, there is gravity. No problem. Nothing jumps out at you. This isn't Dead Space. This is just Knights of the Old Republic. It's a casual walk through the platform, that's all. And we'll stroll through the fat octagon. And we'll go through another one, and the area will load. See, it's a calming part of the dungeon. That's what it is. It's weird, it faced me back towards the way out. I do not have a weapon equipped. Did the spacesuits de-equip all our weapons? How troll. How troll. We're gonna put back our Mandalorian blasters on. Let's switch to Karth, because I noticed he didn't have any either. I don't know, what weapons did he have? I guess they have a 3rd Mandalorian blaster in that thing. Whatever. Asla has the yellow lightsaber. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Yes?
Sweet. Nailed it. That is an elite trooper. Juhani was fighting one of them earlier as a boss battle in a single encounter. We were struggling to kill it by ourselves with Juhani because I didn't try to stasis. You know, they're probably resistant to Juhani's force powers, but they aren't resistant to mine. And in this case, we have Bastila, who is capable of outputting quite a lot of damage. Definitely more than Karth is, but Karth needs to be here. He's very important. Very important character. He's about to see some closure. More messages. It's how people contact me, and I guess right as soon as I sit down, everyone needs to talk to me. That's just the way things go. Okay, I think in this next room we're going to be approaching some fun fights. This was like a bed chamber, although it's completely an odd place for a bed chamber. We'll see why in a second. That door is locked. I think that's the door in from where that was locked before. We'll hit that door up on the way out so we can escape through the back to the elevator that we need to do, but there's some business that needs to be acquired first. We gotta head up this room.
Very resourceful. I assume you had some part in this. You learned your lessons well from me.
The only thing you taught me was betrayal and death, Saul.
Don't be a fool. I'm giving you and your companions a chance to surrender, a chance to live. Darth Malak himself is on his way. He'll be arriving any moment.
He speaks the truth, Karth. I can feel the Dark Lord's presence approaching.
Malak will destroy you. But if you throw down your weapons now, I will ask my master to be merciful.
I've seen enough of Sith mercy.
You always did like to do things the hard way. Lord Malak would have preferred live prisoners, but corpses will have to do.
Alright, let's take out this bastard once and for all. Now this room is just full of Sith soldiers and Admiral Karath himself. I'll just focus him down, well, I won't focus him down, excuse me, because he has the most hit points, and usually when you were facing a boss, you want to do the little metal tykes first, and then move on to the next rest of the boss. That's the right for true way to do things. So we're gonna focus down his Jedi companions, and then let us take blaster fire from everyone else. Basil is actually really close to dying. I don't know how that happened. So blow heal. Both characters can heal. Really strong. That guy's totally fine right now. Karth looks like he's able to handle himself in the background. He's 1v1ing a Sith soldier. So we'll just leave him to that. There we go. Bastila doing nicely. Admiral Karath has a energy shield which absorbs a bunch of damage that I want to make sure I don't put too much effort into destroying before I'm ready. Nice heal there from Bastila. She's running a little bit low on health and mana here. Might actually need to be careful. Who'd have thought? Alright, come on. Give me a volley in. Admiral Karath, it worked. I guess we'll just have to sneak attack this guy. Well, we got one sneak attack in. There we go. Karth took care of both of those soldiers, and now we can go hit this guy in the butt. Alright, what does this bastard have to say?
Karth.
The Admiral. He's still alive.
It's time to finish this. Don't you understand what this man has done to my life? Do you know the pain he's brought me?
Killing him won't ease the pain, Karth. Do not become what you despise.
Karth. Must tell you something. Come closer. You didn't know, did you? Remember my dying words. Remember them whenever you look at those you thought were your friends.
It can't be true, can it? No, it can't. Damn you, Saul. Damn you. Basil, it is true, isn't it? And you knew. You and the whole damn Jedi Council, you knew the whole time.
Karth, it's not what you think. We had no other choice. Please, you don't understand.
So make me understand.
Not here, Karth. Please, there's no time. Malak is coming. This isn't the place. Please, Karth, I'm asking you to trust me for just a little while longer.
Okay, I'll trust you, Bastila, but as soon as we're off this ship, I expect some answers.
Of course, Karth. As soon as we get to the Ebon Hawk, I'll explain everything. To both of you, I promise.
Companions, to what are you vaguely referring? Because I feel a little bit left out of the loop. Anyway, there's a computer here which you can hack into. And you can try to program the ship to go to a new destination, but it won't work. I think that will fail every time, no matter what your computer use skill is. Although it's a nice touch to think that you could try to program the computer into moving you to a different place. Maybe if you had T3 with you, it could be different. I've actually never tried. I do have, believe it or not, back in the old days, game companies used to write strategy guides and publish them in books. I know, it's insane. Who would do that when you could just look it up on the internet? But this is one such game where a strategy guide was written. Also, that door is open now, and we're running through it. Probably gonna hit a bunch of Sith soldiers on the way back, but no problem. I'll Jedi, I guess, whatever. Anyway, yes, I do have the strategy guide. The Prima official strategy guide for Knights of the Old Republic. There's a bunch of weird errors in it. For example, it tells you that you can't get through Korriban without taking Darkside points, which is just not true. It's just not. It's simply incorrect. But it also says it does not mention that you can try to reprogram the route of the Leviathan. So that's another thing it missed. It's another thing some random yoho on the internet did better than an official published strategy guide. And the only thing I like in the strategy guide is it has some nice pictures. And actually, so far the only good one that I've read is there's one for Age of Empires 2 that is fantastic because it has developer commentary in the campaign scenario lists. And I love developer commentary.
It's Canderous. We took care of the guards. We're inside the Ebon Hawk and all systems are go. As soon as you guys join us, we can get out of here.
Nice work, Mr. Canderous. All we have to do is fight our way through a billion Sith to get to you. But that's not going to be a problem for someone like me, who wields blasters like a mad person. Pistol slinger. I need a cowboy hat. That actually just sounds like a really bad anime character. Some Sith. How dare they try to kill me? You know, if I was pitching an anime, I'd be like, okay, this is about a cowboy, but he's also, you know, like from Star Wars, there's Jedi. He's one of those, and he has a hat. Okay, that's very important. He has a hat, and maybe a cape. He wears robes, but the biggest thing is he shoots pistols. He doesn't use a silly lightsaber. Ooh, that's a good stasis. Look at that. Look at all those people stuck in limbo and can't move. Wow, that was amazing. I love it. This looks like a pseudo bridge. Wonder what they control down here. I just gotta loot, man. Always gotta loot everything. You see those playsteel cylinders and those foot lockers, and you're just like, I gotta click on it. I gotta be over there. Come on, man. Feeling pretty good about this. Blast door. Okay. Prepare yourself for a rather long cutscene. So, here we go.
Darth Malak.
Down you go!
I hope you weren't thinking of leaving so soon, Bastila. I've spent far too much energy hunting down you and your companions to let you get away from me now. Besides, I had to see for myself if it was true. Even now, I can hardly believe my eyes. Tell me, why did the Jedi spare you? Is it vengeance you seek at this reunion?
What? You mean you don't know?
All this time and you still haven't figured it out. I wonder how long you would have stayed blind to the truth. Surely some of what you once were must have surfaced by now. Even the combined power of the Jedi Council couldn't keep your true identity buried forever, could it?
The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes.
The Council would not normally accept an adult for training, but this is a special case.
They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity.
Tatooine. Kashyyyk. Manan. Korriban. Revan visited each of these worlds searching for clues to reveal the hidden location of the Starforge.
The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Starforge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them?
You cannot hide from what you once were, Revan. Recognize that you were once the Dark Lord, and know that I have taken your place. You do not yet remember, Revan? The Jedi set a trap. They lured us into battle against a small Republic fleet. During the attack, a team of Jedi Knights boarded your ship. The Jedi strike team captured you, and the Council used the Force to reprogram your mind. They wiped away your identity and turned you against your own followers. I helped them, Revan. I always knew that one day the title of Dark Lord would be mine. When the Jedi strike team boarded your vessel, I saw my day had come. I ordered my own ships to fire on your bridge. I thought I could destroy all my enemies with a single glorious victory. I never dreamed the Jedi would take you alive from the wreckage. The Jedi are fools. They do not believe in executing prisoners. Originally, I assumed you had died in the battle. Imagine my surprise when I found out you were still alive, Revan. You must have seen flashes of your old life in your dreams, Revan. Memories bubbling up to the surface. Surely you must remember the battle in which you were captured.
It's true. I was part of the team sent to capture Revan. to capture you. When Malak fired on the ship, you were badly injured. We thought you were dead. Your mind was destroyed, but I used the Force to preserve the flicker of life in your body. I brought you to the Jedi Council. They were the ones who healed your damaged mind.
The Jedi Council didn't restore your wounded mind, Revan. They merely programmed it with a new identity, one loyal to the Republic. They tried to make you their slave.
The Jedi hold all life sacred, even that of a Sith Lord. I could not just let you die, Revan, not if it was possible to save you.
Bastila hides the truth behind noble words, Revan. The Jedi needed the memories buried deep in your wounded mind. There was no other way to bring them out. They had to keep you alive.
We couldn't simply restore your true identity. Revan was too dangerous. But locked inside your mind was information the Republic needed, the secrets of the Starforge. The Council created an identity for you, a soldier under my command. Your subconscious memories were supposed to lead me to the Starforge. There was no other way to get the information.
They made you their puppet, Revan, and Bastila was the handler pulling your strings.
That was a risk the Council chose to take. I had to try and draw out the secrets of the Starforge. It was our only hope of stopping the Sith. There was no other choice. I used my Force powers to heal you on that bridge. We share a bond. I convinced the Council I could use our bond to draw out your memories and lead us to the Starforge.
Tell the truth, Bastila. You wanted to taste the dark side for yourself. You knew the only way the Council would permit you to explore the Sith's power was through Revan's lost memories.
No. I wanted to help you, Revan. I thought this mission would redeem you, that it would atone for your past crimes. How else could you be saved?
Forgiveness, Revan. You are weak. I was right to betray you. You are not fit to rule the Sith. A small part of me has always regretted betraying you from afar. I always knew there were some who would think I acted out of fear, that I did not want to face you. But now fate has given me a second chance to prove myself. Once I defeat you in combat, no one will question my claim to the Sith throne. My triumph will be complete. The Jedi Council were foolish to let you live. I won't make the same mistake. We shall finish this alone in the ancient Sith tradition. Master versus apprentice, as it was meant to be.
Oh my god, I'm Darth Revan! I never would have guessed. I'm sure that you probably saw the warning signs long before this encounter happened. You know, I have a level up, but we're gonna save that. We're gonna do the same thing we did on Kashyyyk. Yeah. Once you get Malak down to a certain health level, he just like force whirlwinds you and bails and runs into this room, which has a locked door. We just gotta walk all the way around. Your companions. He has to do this because your companions need to make a cinematic entrance into the fight. Because if he doesn't do this, then they'd just be stuck in stasis. Look like total dipwads, basically. I hate it when that happens. You get stuck on the door frame. Bzzz. Let's go. Once more with vigor. Should be easily able to take care of him. Bzzz. 2 volleys, man.
This isn't over, Malak.
Your friends do not give up easily, Revan. You always could inspire loyalty. But even the 3 of you together cannot stand against my power.
For the Jedi! I'll hold Malak off. You two get out of here. Find the Starforge.
No, Bastila, he's too strong. No! The door's sealed. We can't get past. Come on, we have to get to the Ebon Hawk. Bastila doesn't stand a chance against Malak, but we can't help her. Not here. We have to get off the ship and find the Starforge. That's the key to beating the Dark Lord. Bastila sacrificed herself so we could get away. We can't let her sacrifice be in vain. Come on!
Damn it, Bastila. Totally ruining my fight. I was totally dumpstering Malik until you walked in and, quote, saved yourself. Anyway, we'll level up now because I obviously didn't need it. I was just being cautious, you know. Sometimes you gotta be cautious. Sometimes it pays to have caution. Not the feet caution in this game, just caution in general. I got the 3rd level of the Force Shield, but I don't think I will ever use that Force Power. Or this next one I'm gonna get. Maybe if I'm struggling with a fight, I'll load up on something, but until the last battle, we won't get to that point. So, wow. Flying across to the lobby, doing some Ebon Hawk stuff. Don't worry, we'll get some closure in a second. For now, we're kind of in a pickle. Those lasers are obviously superimposed onto, you know, the image in the background. They rendered the ship and they rendered the Ebon Hawk and the Leviathan and the stars in the background, and then obviously somebody went in and just edited crappy red lasers into the video. Sounds like something somebody would do on a YouTube video if they're making a parody or something. Anyway, there's another sequence here where you have to fight Sith fighters. So remember how fun that was? Because here we go again. The sensitivity in this area is really bad, but I think I can do this better than the one I did on Terrace. This is just an odd minigame. Turret simulator. Also, the health meter in the bottom right, I can't actually tell you what that means. Like, the blue part is shields and the red part is your actual health, but sometimes it's never full. Like, the red is never full. So, who knows? Just don't get hit that many times. Although this is definitely easier than the really bad asteroid sequence on Dead Space. That just was almost impossible to do. It was so hard to do that with a controller. It's not so bad with a mouse, but my goodness. Controller is you play Dead Space, you get halfway through that game, you have to use the turrets to blow up asteroids.
Where is Bastila? What happened on that ship?
We ran into Malik. He would have killed us, but Bastila sacrificed herself so we could get away.
You mean she's dead?
Ah, Malik won't kill her. Don't be foolish. He'll want to use her battle meditation against the Republic. Turn her to the dark side, and the Sith will always be victorious.
Not so fast. We've got a bigger issue to deal with here. They deserve to know the truth about you. Do you want to tell them what Malik said, or should I?
Revan? What are you talking about? Is this some kind of a joke?
No, it's no joke. The Jedi Council captured Revan and erased the Dark Lord's mind, programming in a new identity. Saul Kareth told me on the Leviathan, and Bastila confirmed it.
You're Darth Revan? This is big. Do you remember anything about being the Dark Lord? Just a few flashes. That's it. Nothing more? Then I don't think there's a problem. It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right?
Of course it still matters. How do we know more memories won't come flooding back? How do we know Revan won't suddenly turn on us? The whole time we've been chasing after Malik, we've had his old Sith master right at our side, listening to our secrets, hearing our plans.
I don't see the Sith Lord standing here. I see a friend who's been with us through thick and thin. Remember, Malik's the one who tried to destroy Terrace. Big Z and I will stick by you. We owe you our lives. We won't desert you now.
How can you say that, Mission? The Sith bombed my homeworld, Revan took away my family, and destroyed my life.
Everyone knows it was Malik who gave the order to attack your people, Karth. You can't blame Revan for that.
I suppose you've proven yourself to be a friend of the Republic by your actions so far, Revan. But can I trust you? Can any of us?
What about me? I already knew who you were, though it wasn't my place to tell you. Better off that you know, if you ask me. Does it change anything? I'm not here to judge you. You'll do what you have to do, and I'll help if I can.
You defeated the Mandalore clans in the war, Revan. You were the only one in the galaxy who could best us. We had never met one like you before, and never since. How can you even ask if I'll follow you? Whatever you're fighting, It will be worthy of my skill. I'm your man until the end, Revan. No matter how this plays out.
Commentary. I am experiencing something unusual, Master. Answer. My programming is activating my deleted memory core. I believe I have a homing system that is restoring it, Master. Observation. My homing system is a function of my assassination protocols, that which I told you had been deactivated. This system was not. It seems that the homing system deliberately restores my deleted memory core upon returning to my original master. Affirmation. Correct, Master. Sith protocols maintain that all droid knowledge be deleted before assassination missions and restored upon return. I have returned to you, and my full functionality is now under your personal command. It is a distinct pleasure to see you again, Master. Observation. Indeed, I do hope we shall have the chance to engage in combat together again soon, Master.
Wow. What are the chances of that happening?
Remember, we're talking about the Force here. At this point, Malak himself could drop out of the sky and I wouldn't bat an eyelash.
Good point. I knew the little guy would come through for you. Droids don't hold grudges.
The others seem to trust you, and I don't see any other way that we can stop the Sith. And I suppose that Malak is the real enemy here. I don't have any other choice, do I? I want to believe you. You've proven yourself time and time again during our mission, but this is a little much for me to wrap my mind around. This must be even more of a shock to you. I don't know how you even keep going. I guess we both just have to find a way to push forward. Don't worry. I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my assignments or this mission. But don't forget, I've sworn an oath to defend the Republic. As long as this mission stays on course, I'll stick with you. But I won't let you betray the Republic under any circumstances. So I guess that's it then. We keep going. We've still got one more star map to uncover if we're gonna find that Star Forge and save Bastila, so let's do it before it's too late.
Oh, how nice. Everyone believes in me. It's nice to be appreciated. So, now we are heading off to Korriban. The ship just automatically heads to the last remaining Starforge map planet that you need to go to, and just so happens to be Korriban for us. This one is in the tomb of Nagasado. Some Sith Lord dude who was super evil, or I'm sure he was, but you don't really know anything about him. There's probably lore somewhere buried deep within this area, but lore schmore, that's what I always say. Korriban is actually a really cool place. It's just a big mining place. The city there is called Dresde, and it is occupied by the Sith, who are super evil, and the Zerka Corporation, who are just kind of neutral evil.
What do you need?
You could see a piece of Bastila fade out there. I don't know if you saw that.
The only thing I want to do right now is find Dustil. If he's alive, there's just nothing else I want to think about. I'll understand if we can't look for him right now, but if we could, it would be a huge load off my mind.
Okay, and remember, Karth's son is here trying to become a Sith. If you didn't know that, I guess you haven't been paying attention, although there's quite a lot of stuff that happened in between. So we're gonna just get off this place, maybe do an encounter, and then we'll end the video right there. Let you have some time to reel from this revelation of that I am Darth Revan. Now you can go through this entire place and proclaim that you're Darth Revan. No one will believe you, of course, but you'll just have to prove it to them by displaying your awesome power and how big a size your junk is. Okay, Zerka guy.
Yikukuno no ba mulira chikun. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Ta kumju stak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodum. Ke puna. Puna nai chachu. Jingba muchi gratu. Noda. Kashi oniyong kompa jintono muchuba. Loda runda di hotonga kun hankami. Wana kun bez chik. Tag bis jupongko kokimak panka. Ching para chiska mule tuna kuyami juz chikata na patoga ya hulki kokogala jiji. Shangji locha wana wama. Kawabolpa multi kumuna. Manaman atota. Hakki jukrata bola shui tongato. Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bon kachikun ita haldonga. Iking kuno. Tong abong sha ninang. Wanga kumbis king. Kava dumpa ku palia mukapata. Podana chaku. Ik tolpa da bongwale kando nangu chuchut. Kava dum ku pelio. Witam boragatong. Mulira tong abong sha ninang.
Son, Davik is old news. I am the Lord of the Sith. Let me onto this planet.
Kuyami juz kachita naipatoga ya fulki kukui itanadana yitya kachichu aitha haudunga.
Twilight language kind of sounds Russian. I don't know if you noticed that. Weird meal.
No,
let's
that
take
is
care
the
of this.
wrong answer.
Then we'll
Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Watawama mulira kinkunjo peshak no ba mulir.
I'm no master yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. Though the lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Oh, of course, Shardan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No. Oh, do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows a weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong. No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should... You, Jedi, you're looking to get in the academy, are you not? Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take.
Oh, this is rich.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
We didn't do anything. Please, help us.
Silence! It's not what they did so much as what they didn't do, which is prove themselves worthy. I'm exhausted from dealing with their mulings, so please decide for me, will you? Let them go? And what could possibly convince me to do that?
Because I'm Darth Revan.
No,
nah.
I think it's you who isn't worth my time. Them I prefer to kill. Just feel lucky I don't squish you while I'm at it.
If you choose that option, he'll just be like, no, you're not, and then the same thing will happen. But you won't get light side points, like I just did. Alright, so we're gonna actually walk down here, and that's gonna end the episode. So think about the big twist, how you felt about it, and then come back on the next time and see what happens. See you later.